Hey guys, it's your girl Key, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be doing our SummerSlam review. Now, first off, being there, I feel like I had to rewatch the matches, but of course I still remember everything. Although after Roman Reigns returned, I literally forgot everything that happened. I had to think back sharply with my brain of what just occurred to me, because that's all I could think about. And I feel like everybody that was in that stadium, the only thing they could think about was Roman Reigns' return, unless they were a hater, which there wasn't too many of those there. Like, literally, when he came back, the whole place erupted. Like, I couldn't see anybody for real not hyped for him. And that's not gonna be glazing too much, because that video that I posted on the Reel and TikTok was enough glaze for me. It was enough, and I'm low-key embarrassed about how much I glazed them. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start with Rhea versus Liv Morgan. Now, first off, I would like to say that they put on a great show, and it was a great opener, because it really got you, it really pumped you up. And honestly, that was the only way you could have Liv defeat Rhea, because Rhea almost had her beat. I literally was like, okay then. I didn't expect them, because I was like, they're not gonna do that to Liv. That would literally make her character a little trash. They were not gonna do that to Liv, and I was right. Now, when it comes to how I was right, I did not expect Dom to do that to me, because I was on his team, and I was only on his team because everybody else was saying that he was all this and that, and I wanted to be the one to be like, no, he's not. Be on his side, because nobody else was on his side. And here he does a double turn. How dare he do that to me? But how dare he do that to Rhea? And honestly, I felt so bad for Rhea. I feel so bad for Rhea and Damien. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see Raw tonight. I'm so excited, and honestly, I kind of felt something was up when it came to Dom, when he looked, the way he was looking. Now, he was looking at Liv with a little bit of concern, and I was like, okay. Of course, I brushed it off, because I was like, there's no way he's gonna do that. There's no way. But then the chair gets thrown in there. The chair gets thrown in there, and then he distracts the ref. So it was like, it was no accident. You're a dirty dog, and I can't believe you. That's why nobody's gonna let you speak. I don't know when they're gonna let you speak. You're gonna have to do something heroic. I don't know what he has to do, but he's never going to be able to speak anymore. Never, ever. Now, give it up for LA Knight. Everybody give it up for LA Knight, because our Fed is finally saved by that Logan Paul. And honestly, I was feeling a little tad bad for him, because, like, of course you're a heel and you prepare to be booed, and you're going to be booed. But a lot of places and a lot of people, sometimes people cheer for heels. That's just like, but the fact that they cheer for Machine Gun Kelly and not you, and there was nobody trying to cheer for him. There was one dude that was a little, you know, it's that guy that just wants to be the one that's different from everybody else. But other than that, there was nobody booing. There was nobody cheering for Logan Paul in his hometown. In his hometown. And as I think somebody said that Logan Paul was Cleveland's favorite son, it was obviously The Miz that's Cleveland's favorite son. Not him. There was nobody cheering for that man. And he did that. I will give him his props. He did that little flip off the top rope, and it was like, you still suck. And period, because that move was so good. And honestly, the way they started that match was amazing, because they do not like each other. More so LA Knight with him, but they do not like each other, and the fact that they had so much action before the bell even freaking rang was crazy to me. And that was beautiful show. Now, it kind of is like, I don't like Logan Paul, but he does put in a lot of work for wrestling itself. I don't think he grinds my gears, period. And I honestly think that he is a very talented superstar, but there is another superstar that could do the same type of moves, really, if given that same type of time and given that same type of spotlight. I'm not gonna say who, but I want y'all to put in the comments who y'all think I'm talking about, because I feel like it's obvious who I'm talking about. But finally, now we can get back to wrestling. Now we can get back to the real show of this mid-card, because there were so many people on that mid-card that deserves a chance to fight for that United States title. And I think that if they really wanted to, because Triple H has not been using the Street Profits or Montez properly, and if they really wanted to, Montez can go for that United States Championship sooner rather than later. Now, my next one will be Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. And I feel like this video is going to go long, so I'm going to make it two-parter. And it's not to drag it, it's just because. Now, Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn was a great match. And I feel like there were certain points in the match where I thought it was going to end. But when it ended, it was very anticlimactic for me. And it has nothing to do with both their skills, because they are both skilled in that ring. And honestly, that mat is louder and harder than you think it is. Them was like, every time the first person when I think it was Liv, when she hit that mat, I was like, dang, that mat is hard as heck. But when Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker were fighting, the end was so anticlimactic for me, and I feel like it didn't do Sami any justice, really. But when it comes to Sami's run, I felt like it should have ended with Chad Gable. But since it didn't, it kind of gave a bad impression for me. And I feel like, I just feel like with Braun Breaker now, what are we going to do with his storyline? Because they built him up to a point of where he's kind of like, he could take an L, but at the same time, it's going to be very hard for him to take an L. So it makes me wonder who's going to take the belt from him. And I just hope that this run is a good run. But it also makes me like think that Sami is going to be put to the Bloodline story. And that was kind of like the last thing I wanted to do. But I'm glad that there's new faces on certain belts. And it makes the champions look pretty fresh, because it kind of is, honestly. Now, my girl Nia winning, I was so happy for her, honestly, because she should have gotten a belt sooner. Of course, I feel like a lot of people wanted Rhea to keep the belt, but I felt like Nia could have took the belt off of Rhea. And I know I said I think Bayley was going to win, but yeah, no, I was fine with both. I was fine with both of them winning. Either of them winning. But that little match when it came to Nia and Bayley, I feel like people weren't hyped enough, because that was a great match. And Bayley really did her thing. And she always shows up and does bomb in the ring. And that whole thing where she carried Nia on her, I was like, okay. Because I feel like it was only Bianca that has done that for real. And that was nice. It was nice, and it showed that Bayley can really go into the ring. No, it reminded y'all that Bayley can go in the ring with anybody. Anybody's size, any powerhouse, she can do it, and she can do it well. And Nia, it's her time. And people thought Tiffany was going to cash in. I knew she was going to cash in, because number one, Braun Breaker just won a belt. There is no way they're going to make 2 NXT call-ups champions or have a big moment over the superstar, because I feel like that would have just kind of overshadowed Nia. Even if she wasn't going to get past Nia, it would have overshadowed Nia, or would have made Tiffany look it wouldn't have went well for Tiffany. And I feel like in this Triple H is giving people their times and their moments. And I like that, but certain people should get moments. Now, Nia, I'm just excited for the different possibilities that could occur with her run. And it also showed a lot of people that there was a reason why she came back, and the way that she came back was good. Her coming back was great, and it was never a mistake on Triple H's end. It was never a mistake to give her a second chance, because she deserved that. And she's put in the time. I feel like almost every match she has, she's been doing it well. And there's still going to be people that's going to not like her, all that. But with that, you got to respect her. And this is part 1 of my little reactions, some reactions. Now, I am making a part 2 because I feel like I'm on rant. And I'm going to some theories. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tune in to part 2.